What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are back in the shop. We are back working on the red car. Got the head off because I got the correct head studs now. As you can see, these ones are much longer than these ones. Well, why are you rolling away? Yeah, so got the right ones to go with the correct bolt. Right? Does that make sense? It's a little early, so I may not be all there. So yes, I got all this stuff. Now, if you remember in the last video, I was kind of dealing with the fact that the head studs that I got were for a 2004 and newer motor. I apparently have a 2003 and earlier motor, or block at least. So I got the correct head studs. We're gonna start putting them in. We're gonna get the heads on. Then we're gonna do everything else. Put these back in. Get these back in. Intake. Got to put the O-rings on the intake. Get the intake on. Really button this thing up so that way the only thing this thing's gonna be missing is water pump, alternator. Plug everything in, plumb it, fire this thing up. I mean, we're right there. So I gotta get the rest of the motor put together, and then we're going to start plugging in sensors into it. You know, we need to do the coil pack sensor, sensor. We gotta put the coil pack plugs in, cam sensor, and crank sensors down there. I'm kind of fumbling my words. It's early. And I'm also not rushing, but kind of rushing because I'm doing this about, I don't know, a couple hours before I got to go leave for a wedding that I haven't even packed for. Not even sure of what I'm really wearing. So, like a true professional. Yeah. So, that's kind of where we're at. I am about to... I'm about to get to work on this, get these head studs in, and then I can start putting the rest of the block together. Yeah, that's where we're at. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's get to work.
But I won't change for shit. Nah, my bitch say I'm stuck in my ways. Yeah, my wrist say I've been getting paid. Yeah, 100 shot. Me and my fella pull up in 100 drive. My role model used to get 100 block. Street fellas in a tuxedo, we the mob. She looked at my watch too long. Now she sees stars. I got so high last night I did a show on Mars. Yo, bitch ate my dick, I caught her on them bars. My pinky ring extra large, foreigns all in the garage. Remember my first Menage? Yeah, Tori and Brittany. I'm shopping for diamonds at Tiffany's. Nah, I don't got no sympathy. She blew my whistle like a referee. Broke black fella remember me until I found out the recipe. Started getting about 10 a week. Finger on the trigger when I sleep. Yeah, fella, I'd rather you damn me. Backseat smoking good weed. Gelato. 100 shot. 100 shot. How the fuck you miss a whole 100 shots?
Alright guys, what's going on? We are back from the wedding, back from the shindig. And I got a whole bunch of parts in the mail that I'll be happy to show you guys in a second. Two, as you guys just saw, got the heads on and the head studs torqued down. They're good to go. All we gotta do is put the rockers on. I slid all the push rods in. We're looking good. So I'm gonna get the rockers on and get them tight so that way the top end of the motor buttoned up, tightened up, that is done. However, we got some parts in the mail that I want to show you guys. Just random shit. Grommets, heat shrink connectors, the spacer for the converter for the LS2 400 deal, $11 heat gun because I didn't have one, so if it doesn't work, then whatever. This little 6-switch panel, which is actually looks really nice. For what I paid for it, I was pleasantly surprised with how decent it looks. So this is going to control all the lights: headlights, taillights, turn signals, dome lights, reverse lights, all that kind of stuff. That's kind of my plan for that. But what I'm most excited for, the piece de resistance. headers. So these are Speed Engineering, but I bought them. Where did I buy these from? Because I did not buy them directly from them. I don't know. I will get the information of where I've actually bought these from. But they are Speed Engineering. Like I said, I didn't buy them from there. I bought them from someone else. I'll remember who I bought them from in a second. Regardless, these are LS to Fox body swap headers. They are supposed to fit with K-member, rack, all that stuff. They said a different company's K-member and a different company's rack, but my mind says, how different can it really be? We're going to find out. We're going to find out if they fit today, because I'm really excited about those. I'm just stoked. They O2 bungs, really nice TIG welds. I'm stoked about it. But that's not what we're going to jump into right now. What we're going to jump into right now is getting these rockers on so that way I can clean up all of this motor stuff and kind of have my space back. So, all right. So we got going on. We got some new stuff, got some headers. Let's get these rockers on so that way I can continue cleaning up all my stuff. Okay, so we got them on. I don't know if you guys can hear me keep going over there, but rockers are in. Cleaned everything down, rolled it over a bunch of times, rechecked them, good to go. Now, clean these puppies up, get them on there, and then we're going to throw the O-rings on the intake, bolt that down, and then you're going to see if these headers fit. I kind of already tested them, and I got to take the steering shaft out to slide it in, but I don't know if they're going to fit if I put the steering column back in. So we're going to have to figure that out, but rockers on, time to fit the valve covers, O-ring the intake. That's what's next.
I heard ain't shit changed that you still ballin'. Yeah. She used to bust some scripts for me at Walgreens. Smuggling narcotics, my calling. Foes on the Mercedes, that's major. Oh, gold gang going crazy, that's major. Yeah, millions on the table, that's major. I turned dirt into diamonds, that's major. You searching for fame? I became a superstar in the dope game. It's dog. Found out you a hater, I can't look at you the same. Goddamn. She said, can she take a picture with my chain? Got two twin sisters, call them yin yang. Goddamn. I wish I wouldn't have fucked that bitch, she insane. Alexander McQueen on me ain't got a stain. Turn to the club, my life ain't never been the same. Foes on the Mercedes, that's major. Whole gang going crazy, that's major. Millions on the table, that's major. I turned dirt into diamonds, that's major. Foes on the Mercedes, that's major. Whole gang going crazy, that's major. Millions on the table, that's major. I turned dirt into diamonds, that's major. House full of bitches like flavor. Cuts in my thumb come from counting paper. Paper out the gang, a bitch, we a label. New Glock with a laser, yeah. I let you meet Jamaica. And go out to Jamaica with my motherfucking rosters, yeah. I'm moving with my motherfucking shotters, yeah. I walk and pop my motherfucking collar, yeah. A pistol in the motherfucking party. Foes on the Mercedes, that's major. Oh, gang going crazy, that's major. Millions on the table, that's major. I turned dirt into.
Alright guys, so we got the intake on, bolted down, good to go on that. I did some test fitting on the headers, and well, a few things. Thing one, I gotta take this apart. Maybe, we'll see. I'm gonna take it apart though, regardless, just to get it out of the way. Thing two, very tight over here, and it's tight enough to where I'm pretty sure I got to pull the motor up. So I got to, jack it up or slide it forward to slide those in, bring the motor back down, and then bolt everything up. So yeah, that's why you're not seeing the headers on there, is because I I think I need to get the motor out, put the headers on, and then slide the motor in, which isn't the worst thing ever. It's, as far as I'm concerned, pretty common. Was I hopeful that I could slide them in without doing all that jazz? Absolutely. Am I super disappointed that I got to pull the motor back out, slide those in? Not at all. Kind of is what it is. So actually, however, though, I do believe that is kind of going to be where I end this video off. We got a beautiful new set of headers. We have the rockers in, tightened down. We got the valve covers on and the intake on. This thing is 99% wrapped up. As far as I'm concerned, the motor is wrapped up, which makes me super happy. All I gotta do is water pump, alternator, and headers. That's awesome. That's super, super simple stuff. I do believe I have a ICT billet front drive deal laying around. So the alternator, if I do have it, the alternator is already figured out. Water pump, gonna be an electric water pump. No big deal with that. So as far as I'm concerned, motor's pretty much done. And that is a huge weight off my shoulders. I feel like it's been 3 weeks of me just kind of dealing with this thing and getting it apart, getting the parts, putting it back together. I'm just happy it's done, taken care of. So this is going to have to come back out. It's not that big of a deal, but I am going to call quits for this video. So thank you guys for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next one where we do, in fact, have the headers on this thing and we can actually start wiring. So that is pretty nice. I am looking forward to that, being able to put all that stuff back on, starter back on. I got my wiring table cleaned off of all my motor parts, cleaned it, ready to go. And we can start playing with all of this stuff that is sitting in here patiently waiting for me to do something with it. I should probably put the flywheel on too, especially since I do have that spacer that goes into it, so that way the torque converter, the snout on the torque converter, can actually, you know, rides on that. So yeah, that is where we're at. So, you know, is it right where I want to be? Not exactly. Whoa, hey now. Is it right where I want to be? Not exactly. Am I happy that the motor is like 99% wrapped up, good to go, ready to fire? 100%. So I'm going to end that off here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Can't wait to see you guys in the next one. See ya.